Okay, this will be an interesting one. See if we can make this come up a treat. It's going to be a bit of a challenge. We'll soon find out how we're going to make this one look. But if all demos were easy, it would get pretty boring, folks. So let's see what we can do with this image, this original. So we're just going to go here. Going to make it a little bit contrasty. Going to go here. Going to lighten it up. For some reason we're going all the way with the lightness. Don't know how it's going to look. If I have to hold it in my hand to make it reflect nicely. This one's an interesting one. If we can make it look good. I don't know if I'm going to have to hold it. So let's see how we go with this. Alright, what have we got? We got here, it's a key. I found it on the road. Don't know who the fuck it is, who owns it. So key works. So someone's key I found. I feel sorry for the person who lost it. It wouldn't be much fun losing a house key. Although this could be looks like the kind of key we had at school, like a locker key. We had locker keys with that kind of general shape. And I've got a locker key for my work, where I work at, my sheltered workshop. Yes, I've got disabilities. Sorry, folks, I'm to disappoint you, but I'm really good when it comes to using one of these. So, yeah. Anyway, that looks interesting. That's quite an interesting digital look. That detail you can see. That's quite interesting. I'm thinking maybe I can push it away from the edge a little bit to show this more. We're going to have to enlarge it bigger to make it fill the page look a bit better. So now we're just going to quickly play with the buttons and just slide that away from the edge. This is tricky, a little bit tricky. I'm just going to drop that down and we're going to try again. I'm actually thinking a background colour with this key would go down really nice. So that looks a lot better now that we have that away from the edge. It's a little bit crooked, but we're not going to worry about it. I'm going to make this into a nice mirror image. We're now just going to get here and add a background colour. So it's either going to be blue or red. Going to make it red. I think red's a nice colour for this. Let's see how we go with that. Hopefully it'll look really good as red. Hopefully it'll be a strong red. It's a wishy-washy red, but it adds a bit of a shadow effect, which is quite nice. So we're going to enlarge this bigger. So we're going to have to use that as our master copy. Probably not going to be the greatest demo on earth. I think we can consign this to the recycle pile, I'm sure. I don't know if they recycle brass. It's probably not recyclable in the... I might have to throw it in the refuse, but I don't like chucking things in the refuse if they can be recycled. I'm trying to do my bit for the environment, folks. So let's see how we go with this. And we're just going to set this to copied paper. And we're just going to go here and... going to do with this, going to make it into a... No, we're not making it into a negative. We're going to just make that red come up nice and strong. So we're going to do some adjustments here. Going to add the red in heaps. And the hue, we're not touching that. We're just going to leave it. And the brightness is in the middle. So now we're just going to lighten it up. So let's see how that looks as our print off our master copy. It's not an easy thing to do, this one. This one's quite an interesting... hoping it'll come up with a treat once I'm finished with it. Let's see if we can make this look good. Whoa, that's huge. You can see the ugly border there. We've got to have to overlap that, so we don't get that dirty big border, but that's quite an interesting effect. We could probably work on that. Maybe make it a bit smaller as well. So we're just going to take our original, or should I say my master copy, and we're just going to overlap the edge so we don't get them dirty big ugly fucking borders. So we're going to put that down, and we're just going to take our enlargement, we're just going to stick it on half the size, 200. But yeah, that's interesting. The red still looks wishy-washy. See if we can do something more interesting here. So, wondering maybe our brightness is too light. We're just going to set it in the middle, and let's see how that goes. This is really experimental. This is not an easy one, folks, to be honest. So let's see if this one looks like a better size, better shape. So I don't like the way the red's all wishy-washy, but the red looks more intense. And the key is in a nice position, so I'm thinking that's not too bad. And the red looks a bit more punchier now, even though that's sort of gone really dark. Just wondering what we're going to do with it. We're going to make this, where's the centre of this job going to be? I think that's going to be the centre. If there's anything else we're going to do, or if we're going to keep it that way, this is not the greatest demo on earth, but at least we've got the sizing correct. What are we going to do with this? How are we going to make it look better? Maybe we're going to reverse it. Maybe we're going to make this into a negative image for a change. So we just have to change things around a bit, darken it, and this has got to stay on red, and we're going to cool it down the hue. So let's see how this version looks. See if we can make it look better. This is not an easy demo, folks. I'm trying my best to make something of it. That looks really good. Now I'm happy. That is a really good result. Unexpected. That turned out really unexpectedly nice. I'm wondering if I'm going to shrink it a bit or just leave it at 200 and we're just going to make our mirror image out of it. So I'm wondering if we're going to... We're just trying to decide how we're going to make it. I'm happy with the colours and the overall appearance. It's a very nice colour combination we have here now instead of the previous. And the shadow just... The white areas, as they were before, turned into nice dark areas to give this a really nice halo effect. So now we're just going to print off two mirrored versions. So this has turned out better than I thought. I thought this was going to be a shit demo, totally. I'm sort of thinking it should have been made a bit smaller, the key, but I think it's okay this size overall. But this was a little bit of a challenge, and I'm just really happy the colours have turned up really, really nice. So the colours look really good instead of the shit that we started with. So let's see if we can just put these together. So we're just going to line these up. So there you go, folks. We're just going to line these up. So we've just got to try and get that triangular bit lined up with the other triangle. Oops, it's a bit crooked. So we just straighten that up a bit, and we just got to put this one into place as well. This is not an easy thing to do, folks. This is the tricky bit. Okay, and that's it. There's our key. I don't know what type of key, but it's a key anyway. It looks quite interesting. I think now we can call this quits.